What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Things are looking a little bit different today. I'm out in the wild. I wouldn't have like the best audio, but please bear with me. Let's do this. Yeah, so today I'm going to be doing a review of the Micro MT3 skates. So let's just get right into talking about the skates. So these skates right here are the Micro MT3 skates. Comes in just one colorway, which is black, as you can see. I mean, everybody loves black, right? It goes around with everything. So the MT3 is Micro's 3-wheel skates. As you can see here, the wheels are 110 millimeters and the hardness is not written on them, but I'm sure these are 85A because I have 100 millimeter wheels and I have 125 millimeter wheels as well, and they are all 100 by 85A or 125 by 85A. So even though the hardness is not written on these wheels here, I'm sure these are a 110 millimeters and then they are 85A hardness. So basically the skate you see here is an all-round urban skates, and big wheels, of course, like 110 is the sweet spot between 100 millimeters and 125. You get enough speed, also you are lower to the ground enough to do tricks. So the boot is fully customizable. You can change the sliders of this place. You can take this strap here off and replace it, but then you can't replace this cuff here. Sorry, not the cuff though. You can't replace this buckle on the top here because it's riveted here. But then you can actually change everything else, from frames to wheels to sliders to this 45-degree strap here. You can take out the liners and replace them. So basically that's all about it. A simple black skate here, but I'm going to like actually take them out piece by piece and then show you what each part looks like. So let's get right into it. Boom. Yeah, so let's talk about the wheels. Like I said earlier, the wheels are 110 millimeters and I'm very sure these are 85A because like I said, I've had several wheels from the brand. I've had the 100 mm, this is 110, I've had the 125s too, and they are all 85A. So pretty sure these are equally 85A. How are they holding up? They are holding up really well, as I've had like a few rides on them on the streets. And if you know, like I always say, my roads are bad, but then these wheels are holding up really well. There isn't so much wear on them, as you can see on this side. I've done some slides, I've done some jumps and stuff like that. I don't have any break-ins on them, as like some parts of the road are really rough and I would expect this to break apart. As they say, stock wheels are not really the best, but these are just decent enough and they are doing the job really well. From the wheels are the frames. As you can see, the frame length here is 243 millimeters. Typical urban skating frames, really short, and these frames actually have like bridges in the middle here, so they are very stiff, very tough frames. I don't really know if they are CNC'd or they are casted, but most urban skating frames are just casted frames, so I just think this is casted. And these are a 165 mount, typical urban skating frames, raised heel here. As you can see, the heel is higher than the front part, and there isn't much to say about the frames. You get like a little bit of mounting options here, like you can move them to the left or to the right depending on what suits you, you know what I mean. So yeah, there isn't much to say about the frames. They are 3 by 110. You can't actually fix any other setup on these, as they say here, 3 by 1. Stuff is like the most important part of the skates, the liners. And if you've watched my previous videos that I've done on the liners on the MT skates, you would actually realize like these are the same liners that come on the MT4 skates, and I'm not a very big fan of these liners. These liners are equally like, they are super comfortable. Like I personally prefer the ones that come on the MT Plus than this one, because these ones actually to me feel like they are moving around in my skates a little bit, because this place here is like very flat and very smooth, and then you have like this plastic thing in here and it sorts of moves around. For me, that is skating around and jumping. But then these liners are like dual size because there is the neoprene in the toe area, and then also these liners don't come with a shock absorber underneath. The shock absorber comes underneath the footbed here. and it might be looking like really thin, but this shock absorber really does the job well. And a very big plus is this liners actually come with lace loops, and the laces that come on the shell is like very long, so you can actually lace the boot all the way through the liners, and then you get like maximum support on these liners. And like I said, there is a little bit of something here, I don't know what this is called, probably like maybe a silicone strip or something to prevent it from moving around in the shell, but to me this is not really doing a great job. But then again, this liner is super comfortable, and I'm a size 42, this is a size 42, but then it has the neoprene in the toe, so if you are like a size 43, I'm sure you can fit in, because this neoprene is going to stretch a little bit. But I don't recommend like a size 43 person getting into this, because the amount of stretch you get here is not so much, and you still feel a little bit uncomfortable. But then this liners are equally true to size, so if you're a 42, you get a 42, but if you are in between sizes and you're 40, like 42, 43, and you get these, they will fit, because the neoprene will stretch a little bit. But if you are sure you're a 43, you go for a 43. If you want to see the video I did on the liners only, you can check it up here or here somewhere, and then that's about the liners. Let's move to the shell. These skates are a plastic shell, hard boot, just like most urban skates on the market. Like I said, you can change the sliders here, and then you can change this 45-degree strap. If you're a fan of like a 45-degree buckle, you can change the strap and put the buckle in there. But then you can't change the buckles on the top, because these are riveted. And then you can equally change the cuffs that come on these skates. And yeah, that's about the boots. Also the mounting system, like I said, it's a single point mount system, but then you have the option to actually like move it a little bit forwards or backwards, depending on your riding style and what fits you best. I just like to keep it in the middle, because I'm jumping most of the time and I want everything centered. So yeah, there isn't much to say about the shells anyway. You have all these like oh, this is a little bit hard to take out. So single point mounting system, and if you take this out, actually like the frame bolts go through here, and then this is in here, if you can see that really well. So this goes in here this way, and then this goes on top, and this prevents it from moving around, which is a very good thing, because the previous models I've seen, not previous models, but on the MT Plus, the first versions I had, it didn't have anything like this. It was just single points, you couldn't move it, you couldn't do anything with it. So on the MT3, this is a very big improvement, as you can move the mounting system up and down, and you can do a little bit of customization there. Yeah, so to round this up, I would say these are like really great skates. If you are into big wheels, you would realize 110 is like the sweet spot. Like I said, 110 is the sweet spot between 125 and 100, and you can do the distance. You can equally do some tricks on this, as they are a little bit lower to the ground, 110s, and you would feel more stable on these. Do I recommend this? Yeah, I equally recommend this. These are like great beginner skates, and this is equally like great for advanced skaters who would want to like do tricks and stuff like that. And the price at which they come with all the customizations you can do on this, I think this is a great value for the amount of money you are paying, which is, I think I might be wrong, but last time I checked, this were around 150 euros, and that's like a lot of skates for 150 euros. And do I like them? Yeah. Would I want to change anything on them? I really wouldn't want to change anything on them, but I'll probably throw on like some white laces just to give it a little bit twist, and that will be it. Yeah, so that's about the skates. I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry if my sound is terrible, I'm just out in the wild and I'm recording this straight from my microphone, and like, you know, every now and then I get a little bit nervous and stuff like that, but it's still a learning curve for me. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to subscribe to my channel and be sure to click on the notifications so you don't miss any of the videos. And if you love what I do and you would want to support me, I have a Patreon. Link is going to be in the description below, and I'll see you again on another video. Have a great day and thanks for watching. Cheers.